I just suggest giving it to them in doses. So yes, when you that first year of college, you're probably going to be a little bit more engaged on, this is some things you may want to consider. These are some things you should be doing, and then slowly start to wean them off of that, so you can give them that independence, those wings to grow, without having to run back, but leaving that door open, as Katrina had mentioned, so you can have those more adult conversations. For example, like I said, both of my boys work for me, and that was a challenge for now. I raised my babies, and now they're working for me, and they have their own capacities, and being able to allow them to be professionals without stepping in as mom was also a challenge. So you're going to learn. There's going to be some ebbs and flows. There's going to be some ups and downs, but opening and keeping the line of communications open is where you need to focus in on.
So when you talk about this line of communication, is the communication different for boys versus girls? Katrina, you have boys and girls. Deb, a boy. Pam, you got one of each.
Two boys and
a girl. So is that communication different for each of them? Do you communicate with your kid, Katrina, as the son versus your daughter? What does that look like, and how does that sound?
Yes and yes. Communication is different because remember, your daughter, through those teenage years, sometimes you felt like you didn't know which one of y'all were going to survive. And I always said I would come out on top. So talking to a daughter is different than talking to your sons. I have great love for all three, but our conversations are different. And as adults, I make time to have a conversation with all three. In the Smith household, I don't care where you live or where you are, you talk to your mom at least once a week. And so our conversations are different because of what they do in their life, their career, raising children, what they are striving to do in the work area.